we, 2023, 2023 December, Mr. Nedu met a gentleman who owned a platform that was a social enterprise. A social enterprise provides education, both online and offline, for disadvantaged students in countries that probably can't, they're not doing so well educationally. So mostly in Africa, mostly in parts of Asia. And it's a social enterprise because they provide this education and scholarship to students via donations from charities or organizations or people of repute. So the target was to 1,000 students over a course of 2 years. And per student, what it was going to cost, each student was £10,000. 2 years online in Nigeria, 2 years outside of Nigeria. That was the agreement. So for the first year, we agreed that we were going to have 3 events. One in Lagos, one in Abuja, and the other one in the UK. We also agreed that the one in Lagos was going to be the beginning of the initiative. We're going to formally launch the initiative. We're going to raise money during the one in Lagos, then we'll proceed to Abuja and London. Where, in the course of that, when we received the message from the partners that in the last 1 week, donations were trickling in, but they were not trickling in the speed they expected. And we made it clear to them that charity in Nigeria is not, if you're using the eyes of the UK or the US, where they're used to charity, where people will just donate money, it's still a growing culture here. And this is a new initiative. We haven't even had the launch. So people are going to donate, but they're going to take their time. We need to have the message saturate the industry. He said, okay, he came back a couple of days and said, oh, we're still concerned. We're not seeing what we expect. We're expecting that right now the whole of social media will be on fire. We're like, that's not how it works. It's charity. It's not bad news. It's charity. It's going to take time. While we're having that back and forth, we are slated the 9th of March for the launch of the initiative. On the 5th of March, anybody who wants to compare this, I can get on the user. Mr. Dian, who works for the platform that we're doing this in partnership with, sent an email informing us that they would no longer be part of the event. One, they would no longer be providing the support that they were supposed to provide, and they would be pulling out. The event was for the 9th. We were getting this email on the 5th. That's about 4 days to the event. Please, event planner, please, that was. This was the invite for the charity ball. We had over 200 copies of these sent to prominent Nigerians with what do they call it? Like a charger, something properly branded. If you look at it, you can see the name. You can see the name of the company that we're in partnership with. Boldly written there, and the Nedu Scholarship Foundation Future Bright also boldly written there. So please, event planner. 5 days to the event, we have to inform, that's the representative of the event planning company. We have to inform them that we had a problem. Our partners were not going to fulfill their own end of the bargain. We would not be able to pay them their balance of 40%. Bear in mind, we have already paid them 60%. There's proof of transfers and everything necessary. And that we needed them to figure out what we were going to do. It was like, should I cancel? And I said, you can't cancel. We already gathered people are coming in for this event. What we can do though is go ahead and see how we're going to figure it out. So we informed them, they immediately went to work and started adjusting the budget. Say, okay, anything we've not paid for, because in the email Mr. Dillian said, he said, if you can, look to cut any unnecessary elements of the event, we can avoid having outstanding payments and mitigate any potential risk associated with the event's success. Rest assured, this decision is not a reflection of the quality of the work or your contributions. We value your expertise and dedication, and we are confident that together we will navigate through this period. We will monitor the situation, and after the success of the event, we would have a clear understanding of the outcome, and we can revisit the issue of releasing the remaining funds and discuss how to proceed in a mutual beneficial manner. That was the email from Mr. Dian. He's their Director of Social Impact. He sent us that. We did what we could to save the situation. We had the event at the Balmora. We have pictures, we have videos, we have celebrities that attended, we have press people that attended. The event was had People made some donations, people made pledges. Altogether, I think pledges and donations, pledges was about 18 to 19 million. Donations was about 4 million naira. 4 million, 4.1. Actual donations that night. But pledges came to about 19 million. So it was a successful event. We wrapped it up. We had auctions. Several notable Nigerians gave what they could. A fashion brand gave us clothes to auction. We got artwork that was auctioned. All in the bid to raise money to support this noble cause. After the event, we came back to the drawing table with this team and said, okay, we're not angry that he ditched us last minute and put his brand and his name at risk. We have handled and mitigated the situation. Thankfully, nobody knew that there were internal issues. The event has come, prominent Nigerians came. We have been able to get people to successfully pledge about 88 to 19 million. We have raised about 4 million. What do we do moving forward? And then they decided to write a petition to the Nigerian police. This petition was written on 26th of June, 2025. If anybody needs a copy, we can provide a copy. So they went to the Nigerian police and petitioned the Nigerian police, and they invited us to come and discuss what the problem was. We honored the invitation. We provided all the information, all the evidence that we had. We had a 4 to 5 month back and forth with the police, with the police playing, sort of trying to see if they could resolve the matter. Right? The police also did their investigation, and at the end of the day, the police advised us to settle. Right? That they have looked at it, saying, is it possible you guys can settle? Because this doesn't seem to be a problem that warrants criminal charges or all that. If you guys can settle, since there's a breakdown in communication, they are not comfortable with your pattern. They think it's too slow. They want accelerated results. You are informing them that you can't get accelerated results in Nigeria. Plus, we just suffered the increment in fuel, everybody changed the economy and all that. So they said, can you guys settle? And we said, oh, we are open to settlement. What is the settlement? The initial request was we should do videos to promote their brand. That doesn't solve the problem. We still have over 600 applicants that applied for the scholarship. They're waiting for information on how and when the scholarship is going to happen. But if doing videos to promote your brand will bring you to the table so we can discuss what to do with these 600 applicants, fine. Later they came back and said no, they didn't want the video to know. They wanted a refund of 40 million. And we was like, that's not possible. The money was used for the event. Your team came to the event, duly represented. Money were paid to people to do the job, they did the job. Where am I going to get 40 million to give you back? And he said, well, that's their request. And I said, that's an impossible request. But it's fine. At this point, if you feel that you have a genuine case, please go to court. At the end of the day, that's the final person that we can all take advantage of. So he said, please feel free to go to court. And we can trash it out there, right? So that was the last stand of everybody. We're waiting for, okay, when you go to court, we sort out our issues in court. Now, for the sake of clarity, right, I'd like to state that I don't know where very young man got this information from, but I'd like to state the following. One, Mr. Nedu did not commit any form of fraud or mismanagement of funds. Mr. Nedu did not handle any of the funds that was made available for this project. It wasn't paid to him. He did not see the money. The money was paid to us, the project managers. Thirdly, Mr. Nedu does not own the company Talking Drums. Talking Drums has been in existence for at least 15 years. If you very that man did a little bit of research, went to CAC, you will find out that there are owners, there's a board that has nothing to do with Mr. Nedu. Talking Drums, as a management company, has not only managed Mr. Nedu, and does not only manage Mr. Nedu, they have other clients, right? So, seeing our phone number and our contact on his bio is not an indication that he is the owner of the company. We provide management services to him, and because of that management services, we were in charge of a project, of his corporate social responsibility project. Everything that has to do with the expenditure of this project, the police has copies of bank account statements, payments that were made to vendors, contracts with vendors, conversations with vendors, all that has been provided to the police. If anybody wants those documents, we can also still provide it for them. Now, the reason why Mr. Nedu did not take down those videos, and the reason why the social media handle for the project is still up, is because, even though it's been a year, and we're no longer accepting donations, is because he was of the faith and belief that we will resolve the problem. He didn't see it as an impossible thing to resolve. He was like, I think we can still sit and resolve. I think we can still find a way around it, because I still believe that we can have these students benefit from this initiative. The idea was to send students to school. I still want to send those students to school. So that's why if you go on social media and you go on his page, you will still see the videos up there, the campaign videos. I would also like to clarify that he didn't pay Timaya, Casey, all those people to make videos to support the foundation. They are personal friends of his who understood what he was trying to do and said, let us support you. One, by making videos to let people know that this thing is we're going to launch it, and then also encouraging them to donate. A certain part of the budget that was presented to the partner organization stated that we were going to pay content creators. Mr. Casey or Mr. Timaya is not a content creator. We were going to pay content creators honorarium of 500,000 to have them make videos, put the link in their bios for the donation drive as their way of supporting Mr. Nedu. So we would like the things to be clear. Now, the reason why that wasn't done was when we said we will not be moving forward, we're not providing more funds. We had to streamline and say, okay, the one that we already announced, let's try and we'll just do that one. So if anybody needs clarity, information, documents to prove, to ascertain the true state of things, we are very more than open to providing those documents. Having said that, it has now become clear that this attack, because I see it as an attack against Mr. Nedu, is no longer dealing with petty personal issues. It's no longer dealing with, oh, he said that, I said that. It is now beginning to border on statements that are defamatory in character. So our lawyers will be taking action. Our lawyers, meaning lawyers of Talking Drums, will be taking action, and his own lawyers too will be taking action. Because information going around that a person has committed fraud or a person has mismanaged funds is so damaging that we cannot turn the other cheek. It is damaging enough to affect someone of his caliber who goes on tours internationally, who has his information to protect. We will not want a situation where tomorrow he's about to go on tour and either a visa request or something is rejected because of statements that were made by an individual in a bid to get vengeance. Misplaced vengeance, I would say, but vengeance. So we will be taking it up legally. We will keep everybody informed as the legal proceedings move forward. I think based on this, we have shed light on the whole situation. If there are any questions, we are more than glad to answer them.